Hi Hope Church, trust you've had a good week so far. We wanted to update you on what's happening with Hope Church. You'll be aware that the government has changed the guidelines for the lockdown starting from the 4th of July, and we wanted to update you on what we have decided as a leadership. Now, please bear in mind that we have been in meetings with different groups and different organisations. We've had meetings with Assemblies of God. I've been in meetings with the local ministers where we've chatted this through as well. And plus we've gone through 22 pages of government legislation on what we can and cannot do. Things that we need to remember in terms of where we go are that we are still in a pandemic. There is a false belief that the pandemic is diminishing. This is not the case. The numbers are beginning to spike. Only 7% of the population has had COVID, and so we are still in a pandemic situation. That's really important. There are people dying on a daily basis, and we cannot ignore this, and we are responsible in terms of what we do. What we do as a church can either help or harm our local and national situation. The big issues are these. 2 meters is still the required distance. I know some people have spoken about 1 meter, but the legislation states 1 meter should be a rare exception. It is not the rule. The rule is it's 2 meters gap. So everything we do in church would require a 2 meter gap. If we have a service on a Sunday, there can be no singing. There can be no fellowship. There can be no praying out loud. There can be no passionate preaching or loud preaching. All of these are said to spread the virus. We would need to implement something like a tracing and booking system so that if somebody caught the virus who was in a service, that with the track and trace system, we could let them know who, and everybody who's part of that meeting would need to go into lockdown. Now, on the above basis, we are not going to reopen the church. Our church is built on fellowship and relationship. It's built on being together to worship. And the only thing we could do together would be to listen to a sermon. And we feel that that would not be the right thing to open the church for at this time. We are carrying out a risk assessment on how we would open the church. That is ongoing at the moment. We will review the situation as and when the guidelines change. And we want to assure you, we are praying, we're trying to work out what the best thing is to do, but we really feel at this point, opening the church would not serve us in any way. If you have any questions, then do chat to us, give me a call, send me an email or a text. But just to reiterate, at this time, nothing changes. Our church remains closed, but we will review it as we go forward. God bless you. Talk to you soon.